Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The series has reached its breaking point. The stage now shifts to the mysterious, untested grounds of Guwahati for the second and final test between India and South Africa. A battle for redemption, a fight for validation, and a contest that could redefine the landscape of modern Test cricket. India arrives wounded, their pride shattered after the Kolkata collapse. South Africa arrives hungry, smelling blood and a historic series win. And somewhere between the eastern humidity and the shadows that will fall long before the usual close of play, a defining contest is about to unfold. This isn't just another match. It's a pressure cooker of intrigue, drama, and incredibly high stakes. So, where does Team India stand right now? Let's be honest, they're in unfamiliar territory. It's been over a decade since India lost a home series within a 3-series span, but that's exactly the cliff edge they are staring at. One bad session, one monumental collapse in Kolkata has sent shockwaves through the system. It's exposed cracks in temperament, raised serious questions about leadership, stability, and put India's legendary invincible at-home aura at risk. The old debate is roaring back to life. Is India still the toughest place in the world for a touring team to win? This test match for India isn't just about leveling the series at 1-1. It's about much more than that. It's about proving worldly, totem self, that the Eden Gardens meltdown was an aberration, a bad day at the office, and not a symptom of a deeper, more systemic rot. It's about salvaging pride, restoring faith, and reasserting their dominance on home soil. The pressure on the Indian dressing room is immense, and how they respond will tell us everything we need to know about the character of this team. Now let's flip the coin and look at South Africa. Their 15-year wait for a test victory in India ended in the most emphatic fashion imaginable. But for them, that was just step one. Now, the reigning World Test champions are hunting for history. They have a chance to win their first Test series in India since the year 2000. They were also on the verge of winning 3 straight tests in Asia, a feat they have never accomplished before. Así es el most adaptable des team. This South African side, under the inspirational leadership of Themba Bavuma, genuinely believes their WTC crown was not a fluke. They've become a side that loves to play on the front foot, both literally and metaphorically. They aren't here to defend. They are here to dominate. They've silenced some doubters, but now they want to silence every last one. A victory in Guwahati would be the ultimate statement that a new era of South African cricket has truly begun. Adding a massive layer of unpredictability to all this is the venue itself. Guwahati is making its test debut. No one has played a test match here, not India, not South Africa, not anyone. This makes the entire contest a lottery, a game of chance where adaptation will be key. We're already seeing the unique challenges. The match will start at 9 a.m. to combat the early sunset, which means the seam bowlers will be licking their lips, expecting to find movement in the morning air. And then there's the pitch. The mystery surrounding the 22-yard strip is almost a story in itself. We've had officials contradicting each other, curators being thrown under the bus, and coaches from both camps offering completely different reads on the surface. The general consensus, if you can call it that, is that it will be good for batting initially and then start to turn. But let's be real, that's exactly what everyone said about Kolkata. One thing is certain, Guwahati will write its own rules. India can't afford to go in with preconceived notions. They must be willing to adapt on the fly, not try to dictate terms to a pitch that no one understands. With so much on the line, let's zoom in on the key players who will be right in the spotlight. For India, all eyes will be on Ravindra Jadeja. He was brilliant one evening in Kolkata, then erratic the next morning. India needs the best version of Jadeja, the one who relentlessly hits a hard length and lets the pitch do the work, not the one who goes searching for magic balls and loses his rhythm. His control will be absolutely critical. For South Africa, the man of the moment is Simon Harmer. He is bowling like a man who has made Indian conditions his personal thesis project. The flight, the drift, the dip, the suffocating control, it's all there. But his biggest weapon is his mind, which seems to be even sharper than the turning surfaces he's playing on. He is a master puppeteer with a cricket ball in his hand. Then we have the two captains. Rishabh Pant becomes India's fourth captain in just 12 months. We all know his style, unpredictable, fearless, and utterly explosive. But the question is, can he channel that energy to lead India out of the mental fog they seem to be in, or will his brand of chaos just add to it? On the other side is Temba Bavuma, a man in the form of his life. He is averaging 57 as captain and plays every single innings like he has a point to prove to the entire world. His calm, determined leadership has been the bedrock of South Africa's resurgence, and his batting has been a masterclass in leading from the front. Beyond the individuals, the tactical battle will be fascinating. Let's look at the key talking points. First, India's left-hand overload. With potentially 6 left-handers in the lineup, they're walking into a tactical nightmare against the twin off-spin threat of Harmer and Keshav Maharaja. India desperately needs to find some right-handed variety to break up the attack. Second is the Janssen effect. Marco Janssen has become almost unplayable on these uneven surfaces. His height allows him to generate a steep, awkward bounce that the Indian batters have really struggled to counter. How much vector? Third, we have to talk about India's restlessness. That inability to just dig in and absorb pressure resurfaced in Kolkata. They played at times like it was a T20, and they collapsed like it was a T20. Test cricket punishes that mindset, and they need to rediscover their patience. Fourth, South Africa's ruthless mindset. They are not here to protect their 1-0 lead. They're not looking to play for a draw. This team wants to go for the kill. They smell a 2-0 series whitewash, and they will be aggressive in their pursuit of it. And finally, India's three-spinner strategy completely backfired in the last game. Washington, Sundar, was barely used, Kuldeep Yadav was targeted, and Jadeja was inconsistent. This test demands absolute clarity in strategy, not a cluttered approach hoping something will stick. So, let's just lay out the stakes. This is not a regular test match. This is a referendum on both teams. For India, the questions are stark. Are they still a genuine test powerhouse, or are they a team hiding behind a fading home reputation? Can they mentally rebound from the embarrassment of Kolkata? Can Rishabh Pant lead with inspiring fire instead of chaotic energy? And for South Africa, are they truly ready to rule world cricket? Or will the pressure of closing out a series in India expose their own cracks? a win for them isn't just a win. It's a demi-prédiction. This will be a test match that defines the year. Guwahati won't be a gentle, meandering draw. It's going to be a statement. If India manages to fight back and win, it proves they have steel, character, and a maturity that many are questioning. If South Africa wins, it will trigger a seismic shift in the balance of power in Test cricket. One thing is absolutely certain: this Test will not drift, it will explode. Get ready for an unforgettable contest. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this preview, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your predictions for the Guwahati Test in the comments below. See you next time.